Okay. I am really tired. I've been trying to turn the clock around since Belial abused me the last time he was in its abusive cycles with me. He sleep deprived me, and since then I have had problems with turning the clock. I turn the clock around. So now I have been trying to turn the clock around so I don't stay awake in the nights, so I can function in the daytime because I have children and stuff. So yesterday, because I failed the day before, as I made a video on it about why and stuff. So yesterday I decided to stay awake the whole night and the whole day, because in the night when I had planned to sleep at 2 o'clock, I got panicked like I have to sleep. Then the spirit started talking to me and I couldn't sleep. So I decided to stay awake instead the whole fucking night and the whole fucking day. And I fell asleep like around 10-11 in the evening. And then fucking Belial woke me up at 5 o'clock this morning with the same fucking song as the last time. Timbaland's The Way I Am, or whatever he sings. So I have missed a lot of sleep, so I am very tired. But I got to sleep this night anyway for 6 hours. But this shit takes a toll on you. But anyway, Lilith has been at me. Lilith was the one who started to contact me this night when I tried to sleep. That's why I decided to I'll just stay awake the whole fuck it. That's why I decided to fuck it and stay awake the whole night and the whole day instead, because they wouldn't leave me alone. She approached me. She has chosen me for some reason. I have tried to avoid her because I could sense early that she suffers from an abusive personality. Probably pretty disordered. I could feel that right away. So I've tried to stay away from her, but she's always been close. I don't know why. Recently, a friend of mine wanted to start working with her. She even put up an altar for her, and she was praying to her. She was, she was buying incenses and worshiping her on the altar. And I don't think she really got in touch with her. So I thought, why don't we make a ritual? So we decided to make a ritual and offer Lilith some. We made a great cheese cheese snack thing with wine and everything, to initiate my friend into Lilith's mysteries. I myself didn't want to get initiated into her mysteries because I I've been trying to avoid her because I understand I could feel she's a narcissist, has a difficult personality, and I'm very sick. I'm chronically ill. I'm struggling as it is. I'm trying to keep the narcissist out of my life. I recently divorced my man, the children of my father, who's a narcissist. I can't have them in my life because they make me so sick. You get so ill from having people just abusing you constantly. So I've been trying to avoid her, but she just, this was clear in the ritual that it was for my friend to get initiated. But she chose me, and she has stayed with me. She just does what she pleases. She doesn't care about your boundaries. A boundary is I don't want to work with you because I can't handle you, because I feel you're the abusive type, and I can't have more of those in my life. I'm struggling with my mother, father, my baby, my children's father. Constantly. I can't have another difficult personality type in my life. But she won't leave. So, now, since she, because it happened something, I was on Facebook last night. And I was speaking to, trying to comment on this girl, beautiful girl, Anima Noira. She has a YouTube channel too. I like her very, very much. I resonate with her much. And I was trying to write a comment, but right in the middle of me writing the comment, Lilith just deleted it. And I knew it was her. She was right behind me, angry. And I know why she was angry. But I didn't even get to finish the comment, write it, and review it myself, and edit it. She could have told me while I was going through it, because I always read through my comments, see if there's anything I want to change. She could have told me then, I need you to change this. I can't accept this because you don't know everything. And I could have had a chance to respect Lilith, but instead she just went abusive and just took the comment away and took the, now I can't even see this person, Anima Noira, on my Facebook. She's gone from my friend list, everything. And it is Lilith. It is her. She got fucked angry because I wrote something that did not please her. And so reactive. She couldn't even wait until I had finished and asked me properly too. Can you change that? I can't handle you writing that or that. Can you please just explain, like a real fucking normal being does. Yeah, I'm criticizing. I'm angry. I'm fucking angry with you, Lilith. I get angry. I'm a fucking human being. I get angry too. And she sits by my side and she sighs totally unrespectfully. She's always unrespectful. Always heavily damn the words, mocking and fuck you gonna type, I don't give a fuck about what you think, that kind of style. Like it looks like she's tough, like she has a real much confidence, but it's all just fake. She's just so weak inside. She just has to put up this tough facade always. It's so fucking tough, you know. But anyway, I'm gonna start interviewing you now, Lilith. I even gave her because she wants wine sometimes, so I did. She thinks I hate her. I just criticize her because I want her to really think things through and to get better and greater and stronger and things. I'm Scorpionic, so I see deep into people. But anyway, I gave her some wine here. I have done this before. We have had short periods when we have been friends. They don't last for long. Usually we are in conflict. Her ego can't take when I criticize her. Weak ego. Always in narcissistic injury. For all and everything. But anyway, are you ready for the first question, Lilith? And she sighs and she eats peanuts and so negligent, when you neglect people. She looks like I don't give a fuck about you, that kind of stuff. But and she, she's like that. And now she throws her arm out and gets black and rages. Ask the fucking questions, he says. And then she shapeshifts into Belial. And now she shapeshifted into Belial and is in flames like he was. But stop it. Be your fucking self. Come on. So sickening when you spirits shapeshift into each other and can't stand up being yourself. Selves. Suck. Sigh. Tired. I get so tired of you. When you behave that way. Okay, she says. Okay. First question then, Lilith. Why did you delete my comment and remove Anima Noira right in the middle when I was writing to her? And I didn't even get to finish writing. You didn't even let me finish writing the comment. Never got to post it. Never got to review what I had written. What I had written. Finished writing nothing. You just deleted it right in the middle of it. And then you just removed her from my friends list. Why did you do that? Neglectingly, she goes. Like, she doesn't care if I'm angry. I didn't like what you wrote, she says. No, but you should have let me finish writing. It's like she can't take when you speak to her truthfully, angrily, harshly. Like, this is my truth. I'm angry with you because of this. She just goes, like, I care. You know. You should care because it's your karma. You did it. You chose to do that because you were angry. Now I'm angry because you chose to do that. So you should be able to answer up to what you did that caused this. Huh. She doesn't eat peanuts. Like nothing. I admit I was wrong. I should have waited. A voice speaks while she looks neglecting and eating peanuts. She can admit to being that understanding and cooperating fully. That's why she shows two sides. One understanding and one... I'm both, she says. Yeah. Yeah, well, I would have appreciated... I would really appreciate if you would, the next time, if that would ever happen again, that you were irritated at something, that you would speak to me, speak out, speak your truth. Angrily, not controlling or trying to control me in any way, because that just makes me defiant. But just speak your fucking truth. Tell me what you think. And have me respect you and discuss it with you. And let's come to a fucking deal, a conclusion that fits both. Yes, she says. And now she's a little sorrowful and eats peanuts, and like she hadn't thought about that. But okay. That was actually the I had wrote that as the last question, but I wanted to take it as the first question. I'm speaking through I just have a mobile recording, so I don't know about the sound. I'm trying to speak louder now because people have complained so much. I'm just going to have a little wine with Lilith here. She's not drinking wine with me. She's eating peanuts instead, typically. Like, she just demanded the wine. She didn't really want it. She did. She just wanted to give it to her. For some reason, she's so strange. Manipulative and neglecting. Yeah, I don't know. She's disordered. But anyway. Okay. Next question, Lilith. I hope you can hear me now, Tubies. Next question. Are you ready? Yes, she says. And now she's kind of black, sitting beside me, eating peanuts, looking sorrowful, and I get sad seeing her that way, because I love her very much, but she doesn't understand that at all. But anyway, Next question. Yes, she says. Why do you hate me so much, Lilith? And she's like in a dark black, like a black cloud, sorrowful black cloud. I'll just have some more wine. I don't hate you, she says. But you do hate on me all the time. You treat me hatefully. Like you want to kill me. Often. Very often. Yes, but I don't hate you as a person, she cries. It's 'cause of my ego, she says. I can't stand you, and now she cries and is rageful at the same time. Why can't you stand me? Because I love you. I hear a voice. And you don't love me. But what do you mean I don't love you? I love you woman to woman, she says. And you don't want to love woman to woman. No, I don't. I prefer the masculine. I want I love I am bisexual. But Lilith, you are so abusive. You approached me and you made it clear not to want any you made it clear to me manipulatively in the beginning, when you came with Belial, the second time I met you, when you were here clearly, or the fifth time maybe, I don't know. Don't remember. So much has happened. And so much trauma that your brain gets. I just want to, when you're traumatized, you just want to forget everything. You have to forget everything and move on, because if you get stuck on thinking about the hard things that has happened, you'll never heal. You'll just be stuck in misery. So I constantly have to forget everything. So yeah, now I lost it. Where were we, Lilith? I told you early that I wanted to love you, that I was in love with you. And I cried and I cried. Yes, but you cried in a borderline kind of way, like a borderline does. Like I want to love you when and you cried like a child, like a silly childish tantrum, and you also made it look like you were joking. So I don't know if you just couldn't handle being vulnerable, admitting truly that you actually were in love with me and wanted to love me, afraid to be rejected. And if that's why you acted that way, probably, she says. Because I have never understood if you have ever been truly in love with me or not. Because I think you're too afraid to admit it. Yes, I'm afraid of being rejected, she says. I suffer abandonment anxiety. Yeah. Borderline does. Narcissist does. But I think you're more borderline. But anyway, we'll get to that question later. What do you think about that? But okay. Next question. Why are you always so angry at me? Because I'm envious of you. Why are you so envious? Because I'm narcissistically disturbed, as you have taught me, as I have learned. Here. You didn't know before? No, maybe I did not, she says. I'm not like Belial, afraid to say that I have learned something in relation to another being. Okay, good. You think it's good being envious? You know how I suffer from it, she says. You don't have to ask that question. No, I don't have to ask that question. That's true. Okay. Next question. Was that the only reason why you're so angry at me always? No, I'm jealous of you also, she says. Yes, I know. You're jealous at all the men that love me. You want all men to yourself. Yes, she says. That's true. Yes, I know I abuse them, as I abuse you when I behave that way, she angrily says, irritatedly. Okay. Third question, or fourth. I can't keep count now. I gotta have some more wine. No label on this. It's just a glass, so I don't think I get any copyright fucking claims problems. Anyway, from drinking this wine. Okay. But anyway, next question, Lilith. Why did you show up in my life? I always felt drawn to you, but warned internally. I was always warned internally to stay away from you, because you seemed to be the abusive type. Felt you close when I was in my chaotic awakening from time to time. You gave me spider fears, and there was spiders everywhere suddenly, because you knew I was scared of spiders, so there were spider webs all over the fucking bush in front of my car one day, and I got a clear feeling it was from you. What did you do more? You wanted me to orgasm. You wanted an orgasm from me, but I couldn't deliver because I was on opiates. So I said, sorry, I can't feel my pussy. And at the time I wasn't sure it was you, because my astral senses wasn't clearly open, and I was heavily medicated on opiates. I couldn't hear you clearly like I do now. my brain wasn't functioning because of all the trauma and narcissism I suffered. Except from codependence, narcissism, narcissistic codependent personality disorder, I suffered from complex PTSD and ADHD and much other yummy stuff. Like I hadn't heard my own inner voice ever. I was just other people's. I only heard other people's voices and trash in my mental space. But I had a strong feeling it was you though all the time. I bought a flower for you for some reason, but it just died, and I don't know why I did it. I don't remember. It was just so chaotic at the time. Everything. But then you spoke to me through a channel. I felt you had a message to me from a channel, a starseed channel on the internet who channels you. You said just drop them, and I really felt you spoke to me. Just drop the shit. You said something like that. Just drop the drugs. And I felt, I knew that phrase was for me, from you. That's the only thing I'm sure that it was really you speaking to me then. But anyway. And then I could hear you clearly once when I stumbled down the stairs from the program, the buprenorphine program, where I got the opiates legally. You asked me what I wanted with Belial. So you've been with me since my awakening. So I wonder, why are you so drawn to me? It's like you chose me. Still all you do is hate on me. And is angry at me. Trying to manipulate me. Hurt me. You abuse me and stuff. When I'm just friendly. Because I see your soul and I read your energy. I'm a real loving being. I love you. I really do. But I can see all I can see your ego and all your ego problems and all your behavioral problems. And I point them out because I'm a Scorpio. That's my life. That's what Scorpio does. That's what Scorpio and I have Pluto on my ascendant who rules Scorpio, who is the deepest one, the deepest lord of Scorpio. Mars is like the warrior Scorpio helping you survive. But Pluto is the higher octave of Mars. So I'm really deep. I see really deep. I see people's egos. And I see exactly what needs to change and transform in everyone for them to heal and get stronger. And to get to live their lives better, more pain-free. Because being a narcissist or having a personality disorder with a fake confidence and all of it, it's sheer pain. I've been there. I know. I've healed from it myself. So I speak from true real life experience. I know You live in hell, Lilith. And I don't want you to be there. So when I speak, when I tell you, when I criticize you, it's because I love you. That's my way of showing love. Plutonian way of showing, Scorpionic Plutonian way of showing love. Showing people what needs to transform. But anyway, the question was, why? Why are you so drawn to me? Why did you show up in my life? I know you, she says. From other lives. Yes, she says. Okay, that can never be proven. I can really sense if you're speaking truth or not. You're speaking from the feminine. I know you from other lives. Is that the truth? I saw you in the astral and I got drawn to you, she says now. And I hate when people don't want to work with me. I can take it when people don't like me. If you don't want to work with me, I want to work with you because I feel like you don't love me, and then I get angry because I feel like you don't like me and have misjudged me. And then I show up and I might treat you badly. But you should respect people's boundaries. If someone does not want to work with you, you should respect that. Yes, I know. And now she shifts to the black queen. Cloud is sorrowful, gooey thing. Shapeshifts between that and Belial. Do you know me from another life, Lilith? No, I hear now. Do you not? No answer. Well, I can determine if that's a lie or a truth. Because I can hear and feel when people speak the truth. And then there's no question. I won't question it. I won't, nothing. So, but I don't have to know if I have met you in another life or not. I was probably drawn to you because you're so nocturnal, she says now. Yes, and you were drawn to the inferno, to the demons, yes. Yes, of course, with Saturn and Pluto Shiva right on the ascendant. Fucking Pluto lords the first ray, the red ray, the red of the devil, the red of the ray of the tyrant, the red. Pluto lords the red ray, the ray of the devil, the tyrant, Shiva, the destroyer. I am very demonic. Masculine. The masculine is spirit. Demonic. The soul is feminine, angelic. But I'm at my soul, my ascendant point is in Libra, so I strive for balance. Fucking hard to reach balance in Libra. I tell you. But I emerge with my angelic side, and I have all my aspects in check now. But anyway, now I think she's angry because she's fucking up my technology. And the video is now, I think it's gonna break soon. 40 minutes in, and somewhere around here the video is going to, the technology is going to, I don't know why I can't record longer videos on this fucking Apple technology machines. Because I have both iPhone and an iPad, and it's all the same. But anyway, let's see if I can. The other question now, she's fucked up about me. She's changed things here. Now she's changed it into a kind thing, so I can move the questions. Can I really do it? Let's see later, because we don't have much time. I have to ask the next question before it breaks. Why, when you showed up later after, let me rephrase. Why, when later you showed up after an abusive session with Belial, where he took me down an elevator down to your house, was you so threatening but still charming at the same time? And why did you later show up so abusively and manipulative and threatening, and tried to manipulate me so much in such a stupid way in the beginning, to give such a stupid fucking impression, to give you a challenge? She sighs and okay. Well, I didn't like it, appreciate it, and I think it was stupid. She eats peanuts. Okay. We it goes fast. And I already forgot. Yeah. Let's go to the next question. Why are you trying to steal all my men? 'Cause I'm jealous. She eats peanuts. On you, Lilith. You shouldn't try to steal any men, or try to own any men for yourself. I mean, you abuse them as you abuse the woman, acting like you own other men, trying to steal them from a woman who they want, abusing them, abusing their will, not letting them have their will, but letting your own ego, fucked up ego, go first. because you want all the men to yourself, the men of your choice, forgetting that they have their own will and that you are humiliating yourself by acting that way. And men also often get very abusive to women who act that way, because men know they are getting abused. If a woman tries to get in the way of them getting the woman that they want, they will often abuse that woman. So it's a self-destructive behavior you employ. Oh, I get so angry when you hurt yourself in those kinds of ways. But anyway, next question. Why are you not listening when I say I don't want you in my life because I feel you're too much of a challenge? And I'm too sick and tired for another challenging spirit, because I have enough with Belial. And since he brought Paimon, and Paimon also got abusive, and all the other spirits he brought here, and with all the hard relationships I have to try to work through with Saturn, falling in love with him, having him just trying to enslave and own and abuse me, how do you think I, who am already chronically sick, ill, been on sick pension for 8 years, already struggling to function, desperately trying to keep all the narcissists in my life away, how do you think I have any energy to deal with another hard, narcissistic, abusive spirit goddess like you? Really, Lilith? I don't know, she says sorrowfully. I don't think much about others or how other beings feel. No, you don't. But you have to. You destroy people's lives otherwise. And you will be miserable because you can't hurt another being without hurting yourself. Oh. Okay, next one. I have to have some wine first. I get so frustrated with her because she's a woman and I'm a woman, and we should be partying up together, fighting together. Because we women, we don't have it easy. We shouldn't work against each other ever. Okay, another question, kind of the same, but I'm so angry at this. I'm gonna ask you anyway, Lilith. Me, already having trouble managing my life as it is, with bodily pain, arthritis, chronic fatigue syndrome after viral meningitis, having to try to get all the narcissists out of my life because they are the reason why I became so broken, a drug addict so early in life, all the trauma and all the pain I mean, got ADHD, complex, PTSD, etc., etc. I mean, pain on pain on pain on pain. After all the abuse I have suffered in all my relationships with masculines also. Become all broken inside, desperately trying to heal, to function, to be a good mother. Why do you then show up like that and plague me with your disturbed personality, abusing me when you know my story? And why do you encourage Belial to abuse me and look up and admire him, look up to him and admire him? Admire his abusive ways of women when you are a woman. Why do you do that to your own kind? You and I are women. Do we deserve to get fucking abused by men? No, she says. But why do you do it? It goes fast to battle. Because I'm angry with you. That's why I do it sometimes. I can't restrict myself. I have no inner boundaries or lack of boundaries. Yes, you need to work on your inner boundaries, Lilith. For your own sakes, not because I say so, but because for your own sake. You shouldn't degrade yourself like that. You should never do that to yourself. Be that reactive. Behave that way. Then feel like shit because you can't control yourself and act like shit. I've been shitty. I know it's painful. Okay, next question. What do you think of me determining you as a BPD, borderline personality disorder, severely disturbed? I think it's right, she says. Sorrowfully, she cries. Now she cries in that, like she's trying to joke it all away. Be authentic. Be real. It's fucking sorrowful that you have gotten so traumatized to become a BPD and gotten so disturbed and that you refuse to heal yourself. That's the most saddest thing of all. Because if you really cared for yourself and loved yourself, you would have really, really listened to me and healed yourself for your own sakes. Learn to love yourself. Why, next question. Why do you refuse to heal yourself knowing you are self-harming, living as a BPD, borderline? And thus bound to always harm others around you also. That's doubly that's masochistic. That's self-harming. First you harm yourself, then you harm others, and then you have to deal with the guilt of harming others. You mean you hurt yourself triple times, triply, like 3 times. You harm yourself just being a BPD with the self-destructiveness, the masochistic self-destructiveness that comes with that. And then you harm others. So you constantly have to live with the guilt of harming others. That's 2. What was the third one? You have to see other people's pain, knowing you make people suffer through not healing yourself. I mean, shit, Lilith. Be selfish, truly selfish. Because narcissists, they are not selfish. They have no self. They have no boundaries. They are traumatized, broken beings with no self at all. They can't own their will. They can't own their nose. They can't stand up for themselves. They can't speak their truth. They can't take care of themselves. They just self-harm, always. A real egotistical person is healthy, thinks of his or her own health, what is best for her or him, always. Never self-harms, doesn't engage in stupid behaviors that will lead to bad karma, that will create problems in the future, etc., etc. But traumatized, broken people like you, Lilith, they do. And they call you egotistic, but that's the least thing that you are. You are just broken souls, fractured, unhealed. I was going to continue, but I'm too tired. And I'm getting a little bit, what's it called in English? When you've been drinking, a little saucy. Okay, so anyway, not many questions left. How are you going to protect other people or beings from your disorder, from yourself? Knowing all this, who you are, that you're disordered, that you automatically will hurt people, other beings close to you, if you don't choose to heal. How the fuck are you going to protect people in your close environment from yourself? I have to leave them, is the first thing you says. Okay, so not heal yourself. That's always a choice, she goes. Neglect. You just can't listen to a human, can you? No. Nah, she goes. Hate humans for what you've done to me, to us. So you're vengeful for the whole goetic, the enslavement of you demons and spirits and stuff. Yes, of course. I'm the lowest of the lowest, as you call us, who are vengeful and psychopathic. And don't give me that bullshit. I cried here before because I realized that the demons are trying probably to enslave. The demons are being set free now. The goetic demons have been enslaved. Humans have tried to enslave the goetic demons for a whole Piscean age, I think. Probably some are guilty of these. It's up to everyone to know their own karmas and why they were put through what they were put through. But anyway, but when beings have been enslaved and they get the chance to be freed, usually they react psychopathically and vengefully instead of being grateful for having the opportunity to heal and make a new life for themselves. Like the feministic women's movement that is going on. You know, women have been suppressed for all the whole Piscean era. But now, instead of being grateful for their freedom, they are going sadistic and psychopathic against men. If you have considered philosophized around the feministic movement, with all the man hatred that's going on there and stuff. And that's statistically proven that is often the case when a group of people have been severely suppressed for a long time. They often, when they get freed and get the chance to heal, they, instead of healing, they go psychopathic and vengeful. So I'm really afraid that the goetic demons are going to react that way. And only the ones who don't philosophize enough and consider their own health and their own well-being enough and their own karmas enough would choose to be vengeful and psychopathic instead. Because choosing that would create a lot of problems for them. Very self-destructive behavior. But in anger and reactivity, beings who are undeveloped and can't think more greatly, more Mandela-like, like Nelson Mandela-like, they often choose that path instead, and that's a path of torment. And I don't want that for you, Lilith. I want you to heal. I want you to not engage in that vengeful, hateful way. I want the best for you. So how you can question ever that I love you? It's illogic. There's no logic to it. Because in everything I say, in everything I do, I always express love towards you. Probably because my ego is always hurt, she says. Because I think I'm perfect already as I am. Yes, you. Yeah, disturbed, traumatized, distorted beings. They, with false egos, highly entitled. They, with the false self-confidence, they often do think and say just like you. But anyway, did I have any other question? More wine. Why do you say I hate you all the time? Haven't we gone through that? Maybe we have. Maybe we should skip it. It's been almost an hour. Why do you let your ego torment you so much? Your self-hatred I have seen is intense, Lilith. It's immense. You should not self-harm like that, but love yourself. You should love yourself, Lilith. Truly learn about self-love and heal yourself. Learn to love yourself truly, unconditionally, abundantly. Oh, you always reprimand me. Is that the right word, Lilith? That I always reprimand you? Yes, you always just tell me what you do like an authority. And I have problems with humans being authoritative. Yeah, I know, I can understand because of the goetic thing and what the humans have done and what you do to your own fucking kind. Because you abuse your own fucking kind. You're not fucking kind to your own fucking kind, and I can understand how you treat each other like you do, either. Because I have seen you engage with each other. You and Samael, and you and Saturn, and you and Paimon, and Belial, and I mean, fuck you abuse each other. I mean, fucking rise and heal and treat each other like honorably, honor each other. Fucking rise from hell. Create heaven in whatever realm you exist or want to live in. Create heaven within yourselves. Do you, Lilith, think that we will ever have a good relationship, you and me? No, it's the first thing I hear. Maybe it's the next thing I hear. What do you want? She asks me. I want us to have a good relationship. I always did. I met you with kindness, love, and respect. I do with all beings. I'm a loving being. Yes, I know. Like she gets, what's it called, insulted because she can't be as good as me. Is that why you like me relapsing, taking prescriptive medications and drinking much and stuff? Because I'm not so perfect to you anymore. I'm a little flawed. You like that I'm a little flawed, so you don't have to have such complexes towards me. She sees me like a fucking angel when I'm at my best, like I'm better than her, and I mean, she's got such inferiority complexes, this Lilith. You, Lilith. You got inferiority complexes that you need to work through, because you can never be inferior to another being. It's just an illusion within the emotional mental system that isn't logically connected, because you haven't healed and gone through everything internally, so you don't understand it. But you can never be inferior to another being, especially not a human. Yes, personality-wise and ego-wise, I can be weaker than you. Yeah, but not inferior in the way that you consider yourself with your complexes. That you are so afraid of being inferior that you abuse people to try to overpower because you're so afraid of being inferior. It's that I mean. We will always be in fear. There will always be, if I go to a psychologist, I'm inferior to the psychologist. The psychologist with all the knowledge about psychology is superior to me, and I'm inferior. And the psychologist has his responsibility is to not misuse his power, and my responsibility is to accept my inferiority and to take his advice and listen to his advice as a knowledgeable, superior being. So there should be no fear of being inferior or superior. It's just a fact that exists here on earth. I have never suffered the inferiority complex that you suffer and Belial suffer from, because I have never ever accepted anyone as superior to me. I have had authority complex though, like really defiant, won't listen to anyone, what anyone says, unless I can feel that they are truly really authentic and slaves in no way to no system. Then I've always been able to respect people, and if I can feel that they are truly loving and can practice love, then I have also always been able to respect them. But otherwise, doesn't matter who you have been. Fuck you if you don't have your internal shit covered. That's always been my motto. Like, if you don't know what you're talking about, if you can't practice love, if you are speaking not from experience, but from something you've read in a book only, then I've always gone, fuck you. That's why I could never go to school. Because I had never a teacher with real life experience. Always just preaching texts from something someone wrote that they just accepted as truth, as just as slaves. So but anyway, much love to you, Lilith. No matter how you think I hate you, I love you. I'm harsh. I can appear harsh. I have gotten that all my life from people. From people. They think I'm they have always disliked me and thought I've been a pain in the ass, like not nice. But I've learned to live with it. I have really worked on becoming nicer and more loving, because with Saturn on the ascendant, you are born as an adult, more or less, and you have to deal with your ego right away, straight away. Everything will be seen through others, and you have to face yourself right away and fix everything right away. So I have just undone myself all my life, worked away all my flaws, and just tried to better myself all my life. But that has to be it now. Peace. Love you, Lilith. Thank you for letting me channel and interview you. And don't think I don't love you. And well, you're always here, so see ya. And YouTubies, like, subscribe, and support. I love you.